Welcome to our presentation on axiom and its synonyms and antonyms with Telugu explanations. Today, we'll explore the meaning of axiom and related terms, understand their nuances, and learn when to use each word appropriately in different contexts. We'll provide explanations in both English and Telugu with examples to help you grasp these concepts thoroughly. Let's begin with axiom, which in Telugu is Satyam, Sukti, Dharmam Leda Siddhantam. An axiom is a statement or proposition that is regarded as being established, accepted, or self-evidently true. In Telugu, we can explain it as ఒక ప్రకటన లేదా ప్రతిపాదన, ఇది స్థాపించబడిన, ఆమోదించబడిన, లేదా స్వయం, స్పష్టంగా నిజమైనదిగా పరిగణించబడుతుంది. Axioms are typically used in formal contexts, especially in mathematics, logic, and philosophy. They serve as foundational principles that don't require proof because their truth is considered self-evident. For example, in geometry, the statement that things equal to the same thing are equal to each other is an axiom. రేఖాగణితంలో, ఒకే విషయానికి సమానమైన విషయాలు పరస్పరం సమానం అనే ప్రకటన ఒక సత్యం. You should use axiom when referring to fundamental principles in academic, scientific, or philosophical contexts where the truth is considered self-evident and doesn't require proof. Now let's look at maxim, subhashitalu లేదా సూక్తులు. A maxim is a short, pithy statement expressing a general truth or rule of conduct. ఒక చిన్న, సంక్షిప్తమైన ప్రకటన ఒక సాధారణ సత్యం లేదా ప్రవర్తన నియమాన్ని వ్యక్తపరుస్తుంది. Maxims are used to express wisdom or advice in everyday situations. They are practical principles that guide behavior and decision-making. Unlike axioms, maxims are based on experience and observation rather than being self-evident truths. For example, actions speak louder than words is a maxim. చర్యలు మాటల కంటే ఎక్కువ ఘటించుతాయి అనేది ఒక సూక్తి. You should use maxim when referring to concise statements of practical wisdom or rules for conduct in everyday life. They are often passed down through generations as valuable life lessons. Next, let's examine saying, సామెత, మాట్లాడుతూ లేదా లోకోక్తి. A saying is a short, pithy expression that generally gives advice or states a supposed truth. ఒక చిన్న, సంక్షిప్తమైన వ్యక్తీకరణ సాధారణంగా సలహా ఇస్తుంది లేదా ఒక ఊహించిన సత్యాన్ని ప్రకటిస్తుంది. Sayings are used in casual conversation to express common wisdom or folk knowledge passed down through generations. They are similar to maxims but are often more colloquial and culturally specific. For example, every cloud has a silver lining is a saying. ప్రతి మేఘం వెనుక ఒక వెండి అంచు ఉంటుంది అనేది ఒక సామెత. You should use saying when referring to traditional expressions of common wisdom in everyday speech. They are often culture-specific and may not translate directly across languages. Now let's discuss dictum, సామెత లేదా లోకోక్తి. A dictum is a formal pronouncement from an authoritative source, especially a judge's expression of opinion on a point of law. ఒక అధికారిక ప్రకటన ఒక అధికార వనరు నుండి, ముఖ్యంగా న్యాయమూర్తి చేసిన చట్టపరమైన అభిప్రాయ వ్యక్తీకరణ. Dictums are used in formal or legal contexts. They carry weight due to their authoritative source but may not be legally binding. Unlike axioms, which are self-evident truths, dictums are authoritative statements that may be subject to interpretation. For example, the judge's dictum became a precedent for future cases. న్యాయమూర్తి అభిప్రాయం భవిష్యత్ కేసులకు ఒక అధ్యాయంగా మారింది. You should use dictum when referring to authoritative statements, especially in legal or formal contexts. They are pronouncements that carry authority but may not have the force of law. Let's move on to truth, nijamu leda satyamu. Truth is the quality or state of being true. That which is true or in accordance with fact or reality. నిజంగా ఉండే నాణ్యత లేదా స్థితి. అది నిజమైనది లేదా వాస్తవానికి అనుగుణంగా ఉండేది. Truth is used in a wide range of contexts to refer to facts or reality. It is a fundamental concept in philosophy, science, law, and everyday life. Unlike axioms, which are self-evident principles, truth refers to the correspondence between a statement and reality. For example, she told the truth about what happened. ఆమె జరిగిన విషయానికి గురించి నిజం చెప్పింది. You should use truth when referring to facts, reality, or honesty in a wide variety of contexts. It is a broader concept than axiom, maxim, saying, or dictum, as it encompasses all that is real or factual. Now let's explore absurdity, avyaktata leda moodhata. Absurdity is the state or condition of being unreasonable, meaningless, or so unsound as to be irrational. అసంబద్ధమైన, అర్థహీనమైన, లేదా అంత అసమంజసమైన స్థితి కావడం. Absurdity is used to describe something that is completely illogical or unreasonable. It is often used in philosophical discussions or to criticize irrational arguments. As an antonym of axiom, it represents the opposite of self-evident truth. For example, the absurdity of his argument was obvious to everyone. అతని వాదన యొక్క అసంబద్ధత అందరికీ స్పష్టంగా కనిపించింది. You should use absurdity when describing something that defies logic or reason to such an extent that it becomes ridiculous or meaningless. It is a strong term used to criticize ideas or arguments that lack rational foundation. Next, let's examine blunder, tappu leda పొరబాటు. A blunder is a stupid or careless mistake. ఒక తెలివితక్కువ లేదా జాగ్రత్త లేని తప్పు. Blunders are used to describe significant errors or mistakes that could have been avoided with proper care or attention. As an antonym of truth, it represents something that is incorrect or mistaken. For example, he made a blunder by forgetting to save his work. తన పనిని సేవ్ చేయడం మర్చిపోవడం ద్వారా అతను ఒక పెద్ద తప్పు చేశాడు. You should use blunder when referring to a serious mistake that results from carelessness or ignorance. It implies a more significant error than a simple mistake and often carries consequences. Now let's discuss ridiculousness, హాస్యాస్పదంగా లేదా హేళనతో కూడిన. Ridiculousness is the quality of deserving or inviting ridicule or mockery. Being absurd, హేళన లేదా పరిహాసానికి అర్హత కలిగి ఉండటం. అసంబద్ధంగా ఉండటం. Ridiculousness is used to describe something that is laughably unreasonable or inappropriate. It is often used to criticize ideas or actions that defy common sense. As an antonym of truth, it represents something that is not only false but also laughably so. For example, the ridiculousness of his excuse made everyone laugh. అతని సమాధానం యొక్క హాస్యాస్పదత అందరినీ నవ్వించింది. You should use ridiculousness when describing something that is not only wrong or absurd but also laughable or worthy of mockery. It implies a level of absurdity that invites humor or scorn. Finally, let's look at irrelevant, అసంబద్ధం లేదా అప్రస్తుత. Irrelevant means not connected with a relevant to something. ఏదైనాతో అనుసంధానించబడని లేదా సంబంధం లేని విషయానికి, చర్చిస్తున్న అంశానికి సంబంధం లేనిది. Irrelevant is used to describe something that has no bearing on the matter at hand. It is often used in discussions, debates, or evaluations to point out information that doesn't contribute to the main topic. As an antonym of truth, it represents something that, while not necessarily false, has no connection to the subject under consideration. For example, his comments were irrelevant to the discussion. అతని వ్యాఖ్యలు చర్చకు అసంబద్ధంగా ఉన్నాయి. You should use irrelevant when referring to information, ideas, or actions that have no connection or importance to the current context or discussion. It implies a lack of relevance rather than necessarily being false or absurd. To conclude, let's summarize when to use each word and why. Use axiom when referring to self-evident truths in formal contexts like mathematics, logic, or philosophy. These are foundational principles that don't require proof. Use maxim when expressing concise statements of practical wisdom or rules for conduct in everyday life. They are based on experience and observation. Use saying when referring to traditional expressions of common wisdom in casual conversation. They are often culture-specific and colloquial. Use dictum when referring to authoritative statements, especially in legal or formal contexts. They carry authority but may not be legally binding. Use truth when referring to facts, reality, or honesty in a wide variety of contexts. It encompasses all that is real or factual. Use absurdity when describing something that is completely illogical or unreasonable to the point of being meaningless. Use blunder when referring to a significant mistake resulting from carelessness or ignorance. Use ridiculousness when describing something that is not only wrong or absurd but also laughable or worthy of mockery. Use irrelevant when referring to information, ideas, or actions that have no connection or importance to the current context. Understanding these nuances will help you choose the most appropriate word for your specific context and communicate more effectively in both English and Telugu.